uh, before the war, Second World War, my father had a large construction company, and he built different projects, usually for the state. There were factories like airplane factory uh, and then munitions factories and so on. So that he was busy in a lot of important work for defense of the country. And so he employed a lot of people, and sometimes because keeping good crew together, usually construction was happen only during the summer months and when the weather was benign. But he would employ them all year round so that he would keep them together, and so he would, on the construction site, he would build a roof over the construction site so they could keep on working in the winter. And they would keep on finishing the building during the winter. They would keep on adding stories, as many stories as he's had, and they would keep on finishing it and work on it, So, and so he had a lot of different people working in different parts of the country, and he had different foremen who worked at different places, and they were running the jobs for him. And my father would come in to make inspections and to assist with problems that they had. And so anyway, right after, somewhere in the period after we were taken back from the killing fields, my father was picked up and taken to prison, and he was accused that he was the enemy of the people, and he was going to be judged as the enemy of the people. This was solely based on the fact that he was a capitalist and therefore, by definition, an enemy of the people, enemy of a Yugoslav nation. And while he was walking back and forth between the cell and being before the judge, where they were going through the routines of accusing him of who he was, an officer in the uniform stopped him and his guard, and he called my father by the proper name, and he said, "Why are you here?" And my father answered, "Well, I'm accused to be enemy of the people." And the guy said, "Oh, that's ridiculous." And then my father said, "Excuse me, I don't know who you are. Do I know you by any chance?" And he said, "Of course you know me. I used to be your foreman in this construction site way back when. I used to do the framing. I ran the framing crew for you." Said my father recognized him, and he said, "Excuse me, you were in different clothing. I didn't recognize you." So that guy went in and had my father released. And he explained how good he was to his workers and how well he took care of him. And he said, "This man is not the enemy of the people." And so they released him. He was a communist, but he released him. And he came home, and we just could not believe it that he was free.
That's wonderful.